Well, hello there guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're back with more Matchbox Sky Busters. And today we've got these two to review. This is the Matchbox Sky Buster 747-8 Lokelani Airlines or Lokelani Airlines, and the Sky Cruiser. This is actually this is a brand new tooling for 2024, and this is a very rare, super duper hard to find livery. I just discovered it from Indonesia, and there is, I think, a guy named Rob Matchbox, and he's on Instagram, and he has posted a picture of this particular airplane. Now, I followed his account, and you can go follow him as well. He posts up a lot of very nice, interesting Matchbox cars, including Skybuster airplanes. But this is a very super duper rare one. I think this one is released as part of Wave 3, same as this one, the Sky Cruiser, and also together with the Airbus A320neo. They're all part of Wave 3 or Series 3 for late 2024. So without further ado, let's crack these two open. So before we get to the 747-8, let's just check out the Sky Cruiser first. Alright, so I've already cut it open by using a craft knife. I just carefully cut the edges out of the box. Here we have the airplane. This is actually a very nice looking airplane. It kind of reminds me of a very old retro looking airplane from the 1930s. And so before we check out the airplane, as usual with all our Skybuster videos, we will check out the playmat that comes included. Now there's really nothing much to add. I mean, it's just the same style playmat like we got before. So this is the view from the top, from the air, when the airplane flies right over. So you can actually do like this. So the airplane is actually flying right over the landscape. So this is actually the side of the road that faces the ocean. So this is like a city ocean view scape. And then there's the runway. So this is the dirt runway. Like I always call this the dirt runway. So that says 2022 Mattel. So this is actually the playmat that was produced from that year. And now the playmats are very thin. They're only about a couple of millimeters thick. They're not too thick. Yeah, they're very thin. So, I mean, I understand that they're cutting back on the material, so they're actually giving us, at least it's not too thin so that it's gonna bend and break, you know. It's still thick enough, which is still pretty good. So there you go. So there's the airplane. This is what it looks like on the runway. Pretty good. I mean, I really like these Skybusters. They come with these playmats. Really awesome stuff. So now let's check out the airplane. Let's just put the playmat down there. So there is the MBX Sky Cruiser, or the Matchbox Sky Cruiser. Very nice looking airplane. And it's got a white propeller at the front that spins. That's actually very nice. The propellers are actually very thick plastic. We've got die-cast metal fuselage, which is nicely painted in this very shiny silver color that's supposed to represent aluminum. Like the tail at the back here, it does really look like a retro airplane from the 1930s. And this is the bottom here, all silver plastic. This is all plastic, by the way. The wings, the lower fuselage is all plastic. Okay. That's supposed to represent a wheel. Now that's die-cast. As usual, we've got these black plastic non-rolling wheels. I mean, come on, Matchbox. I mean, I'm really expecting these to be rolling wheels by now, but unfortunately, I don't know when they're gonna give us rolling wheels. I mean, they should really give us rolling wheels in the future. Hopefully one day, hopefully by next year, they could give us rolling wheels. Matchbox, if you're seeing this, hear me out. Give us back rolling wheels. Otherwise, how can you roll it on the runway properly? Okay, so this airplane was manufactured last year, 2023. Okay, made in Thailand. And of course, we got Matchbox and MBX Sky Cruiser trademark. And there is Skybusters number 168. Awesome stuff. This is actually a very nice looking airplane. It's got the clear blue canopy. It looks like it's like a one-seater. This looks like a two-seater, but there's actually a one-seater inside. And let's take a closer look at the details on the fuselage. Okay, we got Ocean Research. There's the Sky Busters logo. So this is an Ocean Research airplane. So there's O and R, stands for Ocean Research. Looks like we got some scales, I think. That looks like fish scales. And there's Sky Buster number 168 printed as, you know, that looks like the airplane's serial number. Okay. And there's Ocean Research on the wings. I really like this blue, turquoise blue pattern with the black and the yellow. I mean, that looks really, really cool. Really awesome stuff. Very, very nice. It's a very nice print. And on the side here, we got the same thing as on the other side. Ocean Research, the OR, and SB168. Very nice looking airplane. From the front, it has a very flat profile, and I mean, it actually looks pretty good. Not too bad. Looks pretty good for an Ocean Research Sky Cruiser. Hopefully we'll see more of this airplane in the future with different style paint schemes. This is actually a win. I really like this color. It looks very retro. Very, very nice Matchbox. Awesome stuff. So I highly recommend this one. So let's just put it right here on the runway, on the airport. Now up next, let's get right to the 747-8. Looking forward to opening this one, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we cracked the packaging right open. So here is the 747-8. So let's take a closer look at this airplane. Now before we get to the airplane as usual, let's check out the runway mat. Okay, so as usual, with all our commercial airplanes we get with Sky Busters, we always get this cityscape, the cityscape view. Very, very beautiful view of the cityscape. So we can always pretend, you know, if you have this playmat, you can always pretend there's an airplane flying right across the city. Very, very cool stuff. All right, and we roll right over, turn to the other side. We've got, of course, our usual runway mat. And this is a commercial airport runway. So there's really nothing much. I mean, it's practically the same as what we got before, even on my previous Skybuster videos, especially for the 747-400 that came out about a few months ago that I did. If you haven't checked that video out, which I did for this one, please do check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. So, and it comes with the same style mat, and it hasn't changed ever since. So it's pretty much Skybusters. You know, Matchbox is keeping the same style runway right now. Very cool stuff. I mean, I really like the way they printed all this. This is really, really awesome stuff. So this is a big win. It's very good stuff here. So now let's check out the airplane. So here we go. There's the 747-8. This is the very rare Lokelani Airlines. Now this is under license, of course, by Boeing. It's got the Boeing logo at the front there, and it's got that very nice, let's just take a closer look. It's got that very nice hibiscus flower. It's got the flower on it, and it's got some leaves. So this is a Hawaiian style airlines, and a Hawaiian airline. So it's Lokelani. This is not a real airline, by the way. I've checked it out. I mean, this is a fantasy airline. And of course, we got Matchbox right at the top there on the tail. Got the flower, and we got Maui. There says Maui and Hawaii right at the bottom there. Very, very nice. And on the other side, we got the same thing. There's really nothing much. Just really like the color in this one. This is actually a very nice light green color. It looks like a minty green color. Very, very nice. And including, I mean, even the cockpit, the windows, the cockpit canopy are the same. Every single 747-8 that Skybusters released so far, we've given the same treatment, the same windows, and the same style cockpit canopy. No changes in that one. So that's actually pretty interesting. Now, if we look back, if we take a closer look at our 747-400 tooling, you look at the windows, they look far more accurate than the 747-8. And the 747-8's got pretty long black windows. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, it still looks pretty good. But I really wish that Matchbox use these windows, which looks far more accurate, and place them on the -8. So there's the difference, guys. I mean, there's the huge There's a big difference between these two. I mean, of course, now these two, I'm not sure if they're to scale or not. Maybe they are. Oh yes, they are to scale. 747-400 is a slightly shorter plane than the Dash 8, as you can see. Yep. The Dash 8 is longer. The 400 is a much shorter plane. And of course, the wingspan is not exactly that wide. I really like the Dash 8. The Dash 8's got a much more sharper profile. And I think this Lokelani Airlines, this new color is a really big win. I mean, I was really surprised to see this, especially from Rob Matchbox Instagram posts. And of course, images that I saw on Shopee Malaysia. Now, I bought this direct from Indonesia. And these are really, really hard to come by. I mean, I'm not sure whether if our local sellers here in Malaysia are selling this particular plane, because these are super rare. So if you saw this plane, do grab it. If you like this one, do grab it. I highly recommend it. It's really nice. I mean, I think this is one of the Matchbox chase planes. So this is kind of a rare one, which is not part of the original Series 3 wave. So this is kind of a special, like they throw right in. And whether if you see it, you're lucky or not, you can get it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a very nice looking airplane. So we got the same type of details under the wings. I mean, of course, as usual, we got die-cast fuselage. The light green part is all die-cast, and then the white parts are plastic. Yep. And of course, non-rolling wheels. These are all static. Yeah. Which is a shame. But no problem. It's okay. Of course, we got Matchbox. We got the same type of details like we get on all the 747-8s. Okay, we got made in Thailand. We've got, and this one is this is a 2016 tooling. This 747-8 is the 2016 tooling. This came out way back in 2016, and then Matchbox has been using this particular tool ever since. And I really hope that Matchbox will make more airline concepts for the 747-8. I mean, this is one of a kind. And of course, previously we've got the MBX Airways. This is the MBX Airways that came out many months ago, about a year ago. This is also a very nice looking one. And this one's really rare and super hard to find now. And it's got, I mean, it's pretty good stuff, guys. I mean, let me just put it on my hands here so you could take a pretty good look. Here we go. Let's just clear the image up a little. You can see for yourself. There we go. Came out like, I think about a year or 2 years ago. And that this is quite recent, about last month. This came out about last month. Yeah, about a month ago. So this is still relatively new. So there you go. Big win, very, very nice. Now let's just bring out all the 747-8s that I have so far, including the one that's the Boeing livery. Okay, so let's compare the 3 747-8s that I have here in the collection. So here we go. So we got the 747, that's the very second 747-8 that they made with the non-rolling gear. And of course, we've got the latest Lokelani Airlines 747-8, and this is the very first version that they made. This one came with rolling gears, and this one is the Boeing livery version. And of course, you can clearly tell that now these are the rolling gear edition. Very, very different. You can see the way the gear looks. I know these gears are way too big, but this is how they were made. So this is what it looks like. So there you go. These are the 3 of the 747-8s, which Matchbox currently makes. And of course, the 747-400, this is actually a re-release tooling, which they did a few months ago. And they painted this brand new, nice Matchbox livery. This kind of a retro vintage Matchbox logo right on the plane. And they give it a red colored treatment, which is very, very nice. I actually still like this one compared with the Boeing one. I mean, these are all very nice looking airplanes, by the way. So the Lokelani Airlines, including the Sky Cruiser, these are all released as part of Wave 3, including this Airbus A320neo in the background right there. Now these Sky Buster airplanes that I've got here, these are very good toys to accompany the Matchbox airport set that I have here, this Action Drivers airport set. And these are really good, even though this airport set only came with 2 terminals, so you can actually do some airport scenes with this. And of course, there you go, you can park an airplane there, especially a 747. You can support, I mean, this particular set can support all type of airplanes, even the A320neo. So, but I'm not sure about the Sky Cruiser. Now the Sky Cruiser is not really appropriate, but well, you can use your imagination. But nonetheless, this particular airport is suitable for commercial plane toys, especially the 747-8 or the Airbus A320neos, or any commercial or fantasy airplane that is commercial-like in Sky Busters. So this is actually a very big win. I mean, if you have this airport set, I mean, I highly recommend getting these Sky Buster planes. You can play your airport scenes with this. Really cool stuff. And I highly recommend it, guys. So there you go, guys. Hope you liked today's video on these 2 Sky Buster reviews from the Lokelani Airlines 747-8 and the Sky Cruiser. I mean, these 2 are really great models. So if you want to get your hands on this model, I will try and leave a link down in the description below so you can try and get your hands on one. So there you go, guys. And like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys again next time. See you around, guys. Have a great day.